Okay. Last session we discussed about working with background. We learned about how to use background images, background size, position, and all. Right. Next, after understanding background effects, in order to design some examples, we have to try with others. Hmm? Huh? You can switch off. Hmm. Right. So now, after understanding how do we use the background, now after understanding background positions, attributes, now another some real-time designs we have to try. I asked you to practice some exercise. You done? Huh? So some screen designs I will give today. You have to design those screens. Into classroom, I will upload some screen designs, and those designs you have to create with whatever we learned in background options. You need to do that. Okay. Next, after understanding the backgrounds, we have to know about CSS text attributes. How text attributes? What are the text? CSS related attributes. So we learned positions, we learned display, we learned backgrounds, box model, margins, and all. And text attributes, so many attributes we already, some we have to learn here. Text means changing the appearance of text. For that, what we have, you already know, we have font family. Font family. Font family, it defines the font name. Font name. You remembered what are the web safe fonts? Name of web safe fonts. We have sans serif. We have serif. We have monospace. These are called as web safe fonts, right? Font family. Next, we have font weight. Font weight, so it defines bold. We have font style. Font style will define italic. It defines italic. Font size. Font size, it defines character size. Character size. So these things already we learned: font family, font weight, font style, font size. You see, suppose I want to change appearance of any text. Suppose I have a paragraph, and here we have CSS text attributes. Now here we are defining what are the text attributes. It is audible to everyone. So I'm audible to everyone. I'm audible to everyone. So you check your side. You check your side if you have issues. Yeah. Yeah. Because for everyone it is working, right? We can even listen songs from your side before the class started. Once check your mute in or not. Uh, right. So Technically, CSS attributes, how do we define? So let's keep here paragraph. For that, what we have to give? Font size. Font size, we can define 30 pixel, how much size you want, you can configure. So that is the font size we are having. That is the font size. We have another option, font weight. Font weight. Font weight we can give as bold. That is to define bold. If I want to give italic, font style. Font style we have to define italic. We can give italic. So font, we have style, weight, and family. So font family. Family we can give like Arial or some. The font family will change. These all we learnt already. But here we need to see at one place. Another option is there, font variant. Variant. Font variant is there. Font. So right. So font variant, and in the variant, so we have to use, actually it changes the capitalization of text. Font variant means it changes the capitalization of text. Capitalization of text. Capitalization means, suppose I want all capital letters, then we can just define font variant, and variant we can keep small caps, then it will convert everything into capital letters. So such effects we can control by using this. So I will just copy an example here. Font family, font weight, font style, size, sorry, and variant. That means how we can use the variants and configure them. So the font variant changes the capitalization of text. So we are applying example I will give here. This is example. So these already we learned in so many occasions how to handle and how to work with them. Next, important in the text attributes, you have options like text. We have optional attributes like text decoration. Text decoration. Decoration. Text decoration, already you have used text decoration for underline. If you remember, we can keep text decoration underline. Actually, here text decoration have so many options. So it can set text decoration as underline or overline or line through. Line through. Line through is nothing but strikeout like things. But actually it have separate effects also. Separate effects means generally what we can do is separate effects we can write like this. Suppose for this paragraph, I just given font size like this, some 60 I am giving, and we will give here text decoration. Text decoration have options. Actually, in this option, we can define text decoration, can define text decoration. Decoration can define style, color, and size. Text decoration have three options: style, color, and size. Same like border. So style means we can give underline, overline, line through. Color means which color you want for text, that underline. For example, see now, here I am applying separately. All you can apply at one place. How? I can keep underline, I can keep red, I can keep 5 pixel. That means you can see underline with 5 pixel, red color. You can also keep here style. Style like you can give the style as double. That means now double underline will come. You can use like wavy. Wavy underline will come. So underline can have separate color, separate style and pixel. You can write them separately actually. How we can define? We can write text decoration style. Text decoration style wavy. Text decoration line. Text decoration line like underline or overline we can define like underline. And the text decoration color. Text decoration color some blue, that is the text decoration color. And we have text decoration size, so we can define text decoration thickness. Decoration thickness I given 20 pixel like this. So these are the options we can configure for effects and define for effects. So we can add these effects and we can define those effects. Text decoration we can add and configure in this way. Separately we can add the options, or together we can define option. In one line we can configure. So how we can use the options? So syntactically we can write for paragraph, we have text decoration, text decoration style. Text decoration style, what is the style here we given? Wavy or double. Wavy, double, dotted, solid, all these are text decoration styles. We have text decoration, text decoration line. Line can be like underline, underline, like overline, like line through, okay, all this. And we have text decoration, text decoration color. So any color name or code. And we have text decoration style. Style is already given. What else we have? Thickness, text decoration thickness. Size, we can define the size. All these are the options for text decoration. You can write them like that, or you can even write simply paragraph all at one place. Text decoration, you can write 2 pixel, you can say dotted, you can say so underline, underline, right? You can also put red like this, you can add. All you can write at one place. There is no order, right? You can write all. So what kind of line you want, what color you want, what style and thickness you want, you have to define. If you remembered one question, how to remove underline for a hyperlink, we discussed that point. What is the answer for that? We have to give text decoration as a none. Then it will remove the underline for that. That's basically done by using text decoration. Yeah. So in text, we have text decoration. Next, text align. No need to tell. We have alignments. Alignment, we can give left, center, right, justify, like alignment. Color, color is used to change the text color. Text alignment, text colors, we can apply by using that. And we have text shadow. So it sets shadow for text. All these we discussed, right? In various examples I given also, but all at one place I am giving list what are text effects available, because you need to know that these all belongs to text effects, text CSS text attributes. Text shadow, what is the attribute here? Already you know text shadow. I will give here. Suppose I want to set shadow for the text. I will give font weight, font weight as bold. And to give text shadow, you know all the effects. What are the effects? Same like box shadow. Horizontal pixels, vertical pixels, blur, how much, and color. You can apply like that. That means it will apply the shadow for the text. If you want to change the color, color we defined as 2. So color is defined as some yellow. That is the font color. We can change the font color and we can set a shadow, right? This is already learned. Already we know how to give shadow. So this is an example shadow how to apply. So text alignment, text color, text shadow. Another option we have text transform. Text transform. Text transform actually converts into lower case, converts into uppercase, converts into title case like this. It will have transform. Actually, font also have variant, but font variant have only uppercase. But here we have so many other options. For example, see here, I am just using text transform. Text transform, I can use lowercase. So that means all will be converted into small letters. I will put here uppercase. So every word will be, every character will be capital. I will convert into capitalize. Capitalize means every word first letter caps. We can handle that. So that is depending on how you configure, right? So generally, these are text transforms, how we can apply the case. That means you can simply put a paragraph and we can use text transform. Text transform, we can write uppercase, lowercase, like options we can define. So that is how we can apply text transforms. So these are all the options available for text. So text decoration, so text alignment, text shadow, text transform. Font text related options. Some more options are there. We have the options like word spacing, word spacing, spacing, spacing. We have word spacing. We have uh, line spacing, word spacing, character spacing. So we have text related spacing options also. For example, you see. So we are using text here. So word here. Word spacing. We can add the space between the words. That means word spacing, how much? Suppose 20 pixel. That means we can set the space between the words. So we also have letter spacing. Letter spacing, we can put letter space. space between the letters. We can put the space between letters 20 pixel, space between the words 20 pixel, space between words 10 pixel. I'm adjusting like this. You can set space between letters and space between the words. So we have options like word spacing. Word spacing sets space between words, and letter spacing generally sets between space space between letters. And we have line height. It sets a spacing between space between lines space between lines. For example, if there is a paragraph, I will remove this here. Suppose we have some paragraph of information. Let's copy some paragraph here. And we have some paragraph of information here. Paragraph of information. And we want some space between lines. Then actually we can have here line height. We can give line height. Line height, I can give some 20 pixel. Then space between lines will increase. I will keep 50 pixel. Space between lines will increase. Line spacing, word spacing, and character spacing. Another important option here, there is line height, space between the lines. So syntactically, we have word spacing, and I kept 10 pixel. We have like letter spacing, so we have like 15 pixel like this. We have line height, and we have like some 30 pixel like this. We can define. Another important option, we have word break. We have word break. So that means it controls the larger words at the right margin. It controls the larger words at right margin. We have word break. Word break. Actually, word break is nothing but, you see here, suppose sometimes what happens. So we have a paragraph. So in this paragraph, font size some 25 pixel. Now this is the paragraph we have. Now sometimes what happens is lengthy words come at the right margin. So I will keep 30 pixels. When lengthy words come at the right margin, like you see here, the words, you see software is a word which have to come here, but it will not fit there, then automatically it will come to next line. In that case, what we can do is we can just use option word break. Word break. Word break. Here you have an option as break all. Word break, if I give break all, then you see that software after half, then next will come in the next line. That means it will break the lengthy words. If any word is there, it will break the word. If you don't want, you can use justify alignment. But justify alignment sometimes give large space between words. For that we use word break. Word break is used to use this kind of technique actually. So for paragraphs, for lengthy words, we use the word break option like this. And very important, we have white space. We have white space and we have text overflow. These two are used combination. So white space, text overflow, we have to use combination. Generally in several designs we use that. What is white space text overflow? See, actually, suppose I am writing like this. For this paragraph, I will give width as some 20 200 pixel, and I will keep border as 2 pixel solid red, and the height I will give as 100 pixel. Okay, now you can see the paragraph looks like this. Now, very important is in this, what we do, suppose 300 pixel width. Okay, it is like this. And here we have a height as suppose 50 pixel. It will be like this. Generally, what we do is sometimes we don't want the paragraph to break. Then what we can do is we can use word wrap. Word wrap here we are defining. So word wrap. So you see word wrap have an option called break word, and word wrap. Suppose I said actually word wrap will be normal. We have word wrap normal. That means normal will be there. So actually this is word wrap. We also have text overflow. Text overflow, and text overflow is having like clips and all these we will not able to apply. I'm using eclipse and all, see they are not working. So I will tell you here correct combination, because you remembered so many times we discussed that if correct combination is not specified you will face problem. So you see here first, white space. We are using white space as no wrap. If I use white space no wrap, see what will happen. It will be in one line, right? That means you have to apply that by using white space. White space, it controls wrapping of text in box, or you can say in container. Okay, here we are using wrap, we are using no wrap, like options we can define. Okay, after that, after that, see, we are having the content overflowing. If we have the content overflowing, how to hide the extra content? How to hide the extra content? If you remembered, we have to use overflow. Remember, no? We have to use overflow hidden. Overflow hidden means extra content will hide. Understood? Extra content is hiding. Suppose I given 320 pixel, so or 310 pixel, you can see extra content is hiding. You can do one more thing. What you can do is, so suppose if it is 345 pixels, some font size is changed like this. If extra content is hiding, we can do one thing. We can write text overflow. Text overflow, you put eclipse. If I put ellipses, when I put ellipses, you can see it will get like this. That means half word, and it says dot dot dot. That means some more information is there. Then what we do generally, we will put a link below and we will say that click here for more, right? So that means there is information, but we don't want to show everything in the box. We will just put dot 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 to tell that there is so much, and we will put a link below and ask them to click for more. And when they click, we can get the details and show in our JavaScript and Bootstrap. We will see how to show them, right? So technically, remember, this requires combination of all these three. If you miss at any one option, it will not work. Suppose I am not giving white space. I am not giving white space. It will not work. I given white space. I am not given overflow hidden. Overflow hidden. It will not work. I have given overflow hidden. text overflow not given, it will not work. All three are compulsory. If you miss any one combination, it will not work. It will not work to display like this. So we have to display overflowing text with clip or ellipsis. Don't want clip. So what we do, use ellipsis. Ellipsis will give you that option. Basically how we can display the content and show the content. We need combination of all these things. So this is an example. So then you need one more option. What is it? Overflow. It controls flowing content, overflowing content. So which can be overflow auto. Already we know na, we can give auto or we can give hidden, and you can give scroll. Overflow can be auto or hidden or scroll. If I give auto, then scroll bar will come automatically according to height and width. If I give hidden, it will hide. If I give scroll, both scroll bars will come, horizontal scroll bar, vertical scroll. So syntax example is this. This is an example of all these options. So this is all under text effects. For creating text effects, you need so many attributes: font family, font weight, font style, font size, font variant. We have a text decoration, text transform, color, word spacing, letter spacing, line height. We have word break. How do we define word break? White space, text overflow, and overflow. All these are combination of text related attribute. They ask certain designs. For example, many requirements, they ask how to design a drop cap. How to design a drop cap. You know what is a drop cap? I hope you people know in MS Word and all. When you are reading newspapers, in newspapers, every news starts with drop cap only. News starts with drop cap. That means first letter will be large, right? That is called drop cap. Actually, in MS Word like softwares, suppose this is MS Word like softwares. So you have this paragraph like thing, and generally what we do is we can apply here drop caps. We can apply drop cap. So we can insert, so we can put drop caps and see drop cap is there, dropped, it will be like this. This is a drop cap. There will be an option for drop cap. In MS Word, you will find an option called a drop cap. And this is the drop cap style actually. So we want such things in our website actually. We want such things in website. Means in a page we want to display. In that case, how to define? Now tell me first how to collect the first letter, how to access the first letter in paragraph. How to access the first letter in a paragraph, because we need to apply only for first letter. Suppose there is a list, how to access first item? we have first child, last child, nth child. How to access first letter? We have a pseudo selector called first letter. Already in selectors list I given. We have a pseudo selector called first letter, not child. We have a selector. Already selector is there, not child. This is not child, na? Then how you will apply child? Paragraph, inside the paragraph, this is text, that is not child. You, y is not a element, na? That means now how to access the first letter? You have a selector called first letter. I given first line, first letter selector, I told you. In the pseudo selectors, I given in the notes once verify. Right? So here we have, I uploaded classroom notes. Huh? So in classroom notes, this is our classroom notes. And in the classwork, I uploaded a styles document. Okay. I uploaded a styles document. In this styles document, all the styles related selectors and options are uploaded here. You see in this, so we have all the selectors also defined here. Selectors. In the selectors, I give an example for all the selectors. All the selectors. Pseudo classes and all these. You have an option. You see, these are read only disabled, in range, out of range example, and last child, first child, and type. We have, see, first letter, before, after. I given this first line, first letter, before, after. I told you designing a site map, remember that? So these are the attributes. Already you have that, right? You need to verify those attributes once. Go through this, all the notes, right? Because I given all examples related to every topic we discuss. More than what we discussed in class, some more examples I given there. You try them. This document contains everything up to selectors part. Right? Others I will upload after discussing those topics. Huh? Right? So generally, to apply here we have first letter. How to display first letter now? First letter, what appearance you want? First letter, I will do one thing. This first letter, you see it is showing so paragraphs. First letter, I will give font size. Font size I will give as 40 pixel. Font family as Arial, and font weight as bold, and you can see like this. And the size I will give as some 80 pixel. It will be like this, but it should be left side na. Then you know, you learnt an option, float we will give as left. If I give float left, it will float beside others, depending on how much height you have given. Suppose I given 40, it will float like this. The text below it depends on the height and font, what font style you are using. You can apply a separate color as red, then it will apply only for the first letter. So you have some more paragraph information below. That means it will get some more paragraph information like this. This is how we display drop caps. We configure the drop caps, right? And very important is when you are defining, suppose I will give margin right as some 5 pixel margin right, and you see some space will come. We can adjust that. Suppose I given here margin bottom as minus 5 pixel. Margin bottom, it will bring little upper. depending on how much height you given that you have to use. We can also use some padding like 30 pixel padding is given, space will come. So we reduce that here. So suppose I don't want padding, that means minus 10 pixel padding, it will come nearer, right? So, but generally we use all these combinations for displaying. So technically, these kind of appearances for text we can apply with combination of what you have learned up to now. So this is called drop cap. How to design a drop cap? So answer is by using first important is selector by using first what is it, by using selector is first letter is the selector, by using the selector first letter selector by using the selector first letter, and by using float left, right, we have to use float left, and we use the font size, float left, and selector. These three combinations. Example, I will give this. This style is enough. You apply to any paragraph you want, you can apply like this, right? So character appearance can be defined. Character appearance can be defined. That is the reason I told you that selectors are important. Once read them, go through them, because different types of effects depending on selector sound, we have to use that, right? So these are all CSS related to text. Text related, so many attributes are there. This all comes under text attributes. Similarly, some important attributes you need to know about here. CSS list attributes are there. CSS list attributes are there. Actually, list attributes are uh, used for displaying. List attributes are used for displaying displaying ordered and unordered list, ordered list and unordered list, unordered list. When you are displaying ordered list and unordered list, these are important list attribute. Actually, some already we learned, if you remember, how to remove numbering, or how to remove bullet symbol. Suppose we are creating unordered list item. Here we have HTML, list item CSS, we have list item JavaScript, we have list item jQuery. Like this we are creating. Now I want to remove the numbering. If I want to remove the numbering for ordered list, we have options like list style. So we have option like list style. We have list style, list type, list position. List style, list type, and list position. Actually, combinations are there. We have list style. List style, it is shorthand for list items. We have shorthand for list items. You can keep it none to remove numbering or bullets. To remove numbering and bullets, we have to use list style as none. So you see here I am using list style as none, list style as none, and you can see it removes the numbering. List style as none removes the numbering. Okay, so that is for ordered list or unordered list. If you want to remove numbering or bullets, we have to use it. So syntactically we write like this. For ordered list and unordered list, we can just add list style. as none. We have another important is list type. List type. List type means suppose you see we instead of here ordered list means by default 1 2 3 will come. You remembered how to change numbering style. To change the numbering style, I told you we can use type attribute, or through CSS you can apply list style type. List style type, you see so many are there. That means you can use circle, you can use disk, you can use lower alphabet, upper alphabet. You can use various options. Symbols later I will tell, not now, because for symbols you have to learn some entities. As of now, you can put list type, even if it is ordered list, you can put as disk. Disk means it will display that disk. So you can put as lower alpha. Lower alpha, it will display lower alpha. Right? You can control such kind of options and define them. And I told you so many things in HTML. Can we have different symbols for every item? Directly we cannot have. We have to apply by using bootstrap icons. You have seen that. I already given so many examples on that. Here we have list style and the list style type. Right? We have list style type. List style type, you can put it as so numbered lower alpha, lower alpha. So we have disk, circle, all these you can apply here, list style type. So we have list style and the list style type. Another important, we have list style image. We already discussed that. What is it? List style image. List style image means you can define custom image for list item. This also I told you, if you remembered, we can put our own symbols now. How we can keep list style image, image uses an URL. Suppose we have public, we have bullet, public images. In images, we have created a bullet. We created a small bullet symbol, if you remembered. Star or some image we have defined. Okay, let's see. These are all the images we have. Okay, some border back. Okay, we can keep a small bullet symbol. We can keep a bullet symbol and use it. Let's keep a bullet symbol. Just roughly I am giving some, suppose short dot jpg, but it should not apply such large symbols, right? Tick, we used tick, yes, tick gif file. We applied that. That is what we used, custom image, right? We applied that. This already I showed you while working with the list type. And one more option is there. Actually, image means custom image. This all we learned. Another option is list style position is there. List style position. Actually, position means that will be good if you apply border. That means suppose I am giving for list item, every list item have border 2 pixel solid red. For every list item we are having border. And see that image is outside. We want it inside. That means what we do is here we will apply list style position. List style position. List style position we will give inside. Inside means it will come inside. Right? For that you just use padding also 5 pixel and all. It will come inside. Right? We want inside, sometimes we want outside. That depends on your requirement. But that will be suitable only when you have border. If you don't have border, you cannot see the difference, right? For every list item, if for every list item some gap I want, then previously what we done, margin bottom we given. Actually, suppose here I am giving, so line height as 30 pixel, then you see line height will increase. So line height will increase, right? But we want space between the borders. If border is not there, line height is okay. If border is not there, line height is okay, you can increase. Suppose I am removing border, then line height is enough, right? Line height is enough to set the spacing. Earlier we used margin bottom. Actually, instead of margin bottom, line height is good. But when we use margin bottom, when we have border padding and all, so only items are there, line height is enough, right? Line height will set the space between the lines. But if there is border, so then suppose we have border 2 pixels solid and red color like border, in that case line height will not be good. In that case what we do, we give margin bottom or top 10 pixel, then it will get some space. We can adjust by using line height and other options also, right? This already we discussed, but extra you have learned position inside or outside, like positions you can configure. This is example. Now you learned so many answers. For example, how to display side by side. Already we have answered na? Display flex, display inline. Another option is how to display in multiple columns. For that also we can use grid, or we can use, you remember the difference. Grid means 1 2 side by side will come. So column means 1 2 below comes, right? You have seen both differences. I given both examples, right? So that is difference between them, right? So we can configure the placements and define the placements. So this is actually how we can give list style. So actually when you are defining list type, we are using list style type. Actually list style type, we have another option. You see, these are all options. These are all options. But some options I will tell you after learning some more concepts. Why? Because for that you need to learn about some concepts called language multilingual effects. That means you can even display in native languages list, like Telugu, Hindi numbering, Tamil numberings we can display. For that we need to understand about certain language options. We can do that later, you will see. So as of now, these are all the options how to define for the list. These are the attributes for configuring the list. And mostly when you are designing for navigation bars and all, these are important. One more important here is when you are setting the positions and all, we have to know CSS Z index. I told you Z index we learned na? How to keep overlapping contents, one above another. No, we haven't learned. We will see. CSS Z index is important for while working with position. This is important. So actually we learned positions. Positions means the position is relative, absolute, fixed positions we discussed. Now when you change the position, now contents will overlap. That comes with a problem now. That means, for example, see what is overlapping issue. We'll see. Suppose I will put here a div I will give red box. Okay, so I will put a class called red box. Another div, so class as blue box, and I given the word blue box, blue box. And here I have another div, so the class as yellow box. So I have a red, blue, yellow box. Okay. Now see wherever divs are there. So border I give 2 pixels solid and some black. Black. Okay. Now after that, and padding, I will give padding as 5 pixel. Okay. Now red box, dot red box. Red box width is 200 pixel and the height is 400 pixel. Background color red. Okay. Now we have blue box. Blue box, I will give width as 500 pixel and height as some 50 pixel and background color as blue. Okay. For all of them, yeah, fine. That is blue box and yellow box. Yellow box, I will give as width is some 500 pixel, height is so 400 pixel, background color as yellow. Now you see I designed so many boxes here. This is red box, this is blue, yellow boxes. Now what I am doing here is all these boxes are present like this now. Now what I am doing here is for these boxes, so red box is there, yeah, blue box here, I will give position, position as absolute and top as 100 pixel. Now you see it goes over it. And the red box I will give here as position. This also absolute. Left I will give some 50 pixel. It will move left side. And see the yellow box. So yellow box I will give here little bit left side. Okay. Yellow box I will give here position. Position this also absolute and I will give left as some 200 pixel. It will move like this now. And for this yellow box, I will do one thing. I will give 50 pixel this also, 30 pixel. It will be like this. Now very important, where is the red and blue boxes? Red box, I will keep height little bit. So 600 pixel, you see red box is there. Now what we want here is 500 pixel, okay. Now what we want is, we want to send yellow behind all. We want to send yellow behind all. That means all are overlapping. When all are overlapping, we need to send back forward. That is called Z index. Z index. That means now what we do is here for red box, so yellow box, we will give Z index. Z index will be 0. 0 means from bottom it will come. Okay, but you have to arrange others also. Only yellow box not enough. Okay, then what is the position of blue box? Blue box Z index is 1. Means on yellow, blue box will come. And what will be the red box? Red box Z index will be 2. Now you can see it will arrange like this. It will arrange in this. Now I need to send red behind blue. Yellow will be in the background. I need to send red box behind blue box. then what we have to do? So red box index will be 1, blue box index will be 2. That means now you see it will go. Red box will go behind and blue box will come forward. Generally, when you are designing contents, so we want such things to happen. Actually, what we do is when we design borders and padding and contents, sometimes we design in this way. That means we need a banner. Some banner is here. Suppose this is a black banner. On this, we are designing some yellow banner we are creating. Now, I want this yellow banner. I want this yellow banner to fit on this like this. Right? I want to fit on like this. Suppose I will copy another one here. Okay. And see what I'm doing here. I want the yellow banner to fit on this like this. I want this black one to fit on like this. Understood? I want some other yellow option. So that means another yellow. Here we have, okay, another yellow I fill up here. And I want this yellow to be displayed like this. Means width and height, I'm just adjusting that. I want to display like this. I want to display content like this. Right? If you want to keep the contents in this way, then you need to know Z index. Like this, layouts are created, designs are created. Now the question is how you can bring one backside forward. So all this depends on Z index. So Z index is used for changing the position of the elements. Remember, all must be adjusted. And to make them overlap each other, we are using absolute. After that, you can change the position, left, right, and all this you can change. Right? Suppose red, what we do, left 150, it will come like this. Right? We can rearrange the content. I need to bring yellow on top of all, or I need to send red behind yellow. Then what we have to do? So red and yellow. That means red should be 0 and yellow should be 1. Right? So then it will arrange like this. Right? That means red is there. So red is there. So red I will give as suppose where is the red box? Yellow box. For yellow box, I will give top also. Top I will give some 50 pixel. That means from top it will move down. Then I can see the red behind it. That's completely depending on your requirements, how you want to arrange the contents. This is called Z index, making Z index. So Z index, it is used to bring forward or send backward, bring forward or send backward. We can control that. So syntactically, so Z index 0, 0 will keep bottom, right? From 0 to 1, it will be coming up. 0 will be behind. That means 0 will be bottom, means behind all the content. So example, I will give this so that you can try that. I will copy this example. All these, how we can handle the Z index. Z index, how do we define? Next, after understanding the Z index, we have some more attributes, like how we can keep transparent, and how we can use 2D, how we can use 3D, how you can use animations, how you can use keyframes for creating your own animations. These are all the part of CSS that we'll see in next session. Right? Then after I finish transparent 2D and 3D, we will take one website sample and design. Before going to animations, we will take one website sample and we will try to design that website with the help of what we have learned. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue with this.